Welcome to today's 5-minute market report for the month of March 2024. March is always a fun month here in Vero. Some of our biggest events are happening, like the Under the Oaks Art Show, car shows, food competitions, and our Easter in the Park, just to name a few. March is also the peak of our selling season, and this is when those that were renting start to look around for their permanent winter home, and we have buyers flying in every day so they can secure their piece of paradise and start making it their own for next year. So now that we are in March, what has the year looked like so far, and what should we expect as we move forward? Let's get into the numbers. To keep this under 5 minutes, we are going to show charts and go fast, but always feel free to contact me to discuss further. Now, let's start with where we just came from and look at our inventory. Inventory has been our biggest issue over the last year. And since the summer of 2023, when the Fed went berserk with interest rates, we have seen inventory climb. As of February, we saw inventory climb to its highest point since 2021, when we started a free fall in Vero Beach due to COVID and the absorption of our inventory. And as we look at these charts, let me explain that the active inventory here includes all listings that have not closed. So this chart includes listings that are currently under contract. If we take those listings out, you can see that reflected in the yellow column on the far right. You'll notice that today we sit with just 1,160 units for sale in all of Vero Beach. And although we have more inventory now than in the last 3 years, we are still 60% below the average inventory levels we had pre-COVID. Speaking of under contracts, we saw our under contracts increase 130% year over year in February. In February 2023, we put 177 properties under contract, but in 2024, that number jumped to 414 properties. If someone is telling you that this is a buyer's market, think again. And because of that absorption rate in February, we now see that Vero Beach sits with just under 3 months worth of inventory. If we see the same number of properties go under contract in March as we did in February, we are going to be back in a very tight and aggressive market. The number of sold properties for February are down 9% year over year, from 177 units last year to 161 units this year. But when the under contracts that we just touched on start closing through the spring, I expect those numbers to be reversed, and I'll keep an eye on that and report back to you. Our days on market is up 4% to 90 days. However, 90 days is actually our average for the last 12 months, so no real change there. But here's the kicker. The median price for a home in February was up 21% year over year. Last February, the median price for a home in Vero Beach was $370,000, while this February, the median price has risen to $450,000. Now, median anything is a floating number, but this is a big change and we have to pay attention to it. So how do you win in this market? Buy now, buy later, wait for rates to go down, and how long will that take? Interest rates on March 1st of this year are sitting at 7.08%, while rates 1 year ago were 6.94%. That is only a 0.14% rate increase. So while rates have gone up that 0.14%, prices have increased 21%. So much for savings. What are your concerns about the Vero Beach market? Comment below. But if you have any questions about Vero Beach, about a particular neighborhood or a specific home, let me know. I'd love to talk to you about it. I'm Tripp with Dale Sorensen Real Estate in Vero Beach, Florida. Have a great March.